What is up, YouTube? Welcome back. I'm back to bring y'all another video of how I made this beat. Now, initially, I wasn't gonna make a whole long YouTube video about this, but here we are. So without anything else, let's get right into it. So for this one, I started with some basic chords using the felt piano out of Skater 2. I can't record nothing if my screen recorder don't want to pop up. Another very simple chord progression. A lot of what carries this will be the processing and layering, much like my video I dropped last week. If you haven't checked that, it should pop up somewhere on the screen. Click that, check it out. First thing I did was I threw on an EQ where I rolled out all the low end, followed by a Fruity Reverb 2. Played with a couple of knobs, didn't do too much. Followed by a Fruity Delay 3 where I lowered the output knob, and then I synced up the time using this delay time knob, followed by Fruity Chorus. I've been using Fruity Chorus and the vintage Fruity Chorus a lot lately. I don't know why, but those two have me in a chokehold right now. With all those together, this is what the chord progression sounds like. It sounds dark, it sounds ambient, which is exactly what I'm looking for. The next thing I did was copy the initial chords and layer them over using the 40's very own keys out of the Contact Player. The only difference between these chords and the initial piano is I didn't use these high notes over here. The only thing I did with that was add on the EQ and rolled out all the low end and a lot of the high end. The final layer is, of course, some more keys, but this time out of the Kavi Confessions 2 preset bank out of Analog Lab. And again, without any processing, this is what it sounds like. Sounded crazy, and then it sounded a whole lot more brighter than what I actually want the beat to be. So I added a whole bunch of effects to take some of that away. First, I added EQ, rolled out all the low end. Next, like I said, vintage chords. Awesome stock plugin for FL users. So if you haven't started using it, I highly suggest giving it a try. So with this, I used one of the presets that it comes with. I came up here on the preset tab and I came down to the Juno 6 mode 1 and 2. I have no idea what none of that means. All I know is it sounds really good. Followed by using Portal, using the old tapes preset. Now with Portal, you can get very creative. It's kind of like gross beats, but it has a little bit more, and you're able to play with it a little bit easier than you are with that one. So another one, if you don't have it, I suggest giving it a try, see if you like it or not. And I still ended up using gross beat and dropped down to half speed. Now with all of that put together, this is what it sounds like. That alone just sounds completely dark and vibey, and I just loved it. Now, once I had all the sounds layered and processed the way I wanted to, put them all together, and this is what they sound like. After the whole initial melody, I grabbed a vocal loop off of Splice, and I had some fun with it a little bit. Without any effects, this is what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like with every single effect. That sounded great to me, but I wanted to add a whole bunch to it. So the first thing I did, add an EQ. What I like to do with all my vocals as far as adding them for background in my beats, I like to roll out all the low end and the high ends. Add a Fruity Reverb 2, Fruity Delay 3, lowered the output wet knob, added on a Fruity Chorus, played with some of the knobs a little bit, added a Fruity Flangus, and then also added Fruity added a Fruity Flanger, then I added a Fruity Flangus. And I'm not gonna lie, this was one of those late at night beats where I was kind of doing whatever. So I can't tell you exactly why I added both a flanger and a flangus together. But once it all came together, I liked it. With all the effects, this is what it sounds like. With that, I didn't think it'd be so prevalent in the beat, but it would be noticeable enough and wouldn't overtake anything. Now, once I added all those elements, I went ahead and rendered it out as one audio track and pressed it down 300 cents. From there, it just sounded crazy. That's exactly what I was looking for. It was dark, it was ambient, it was vibey. Exactly everything I needed out of it. Next things I added was this drum loop. Followed by this bass line. Also, another thing I did, I took the whole rendered out melody and I also reversed it and then added it on in there as well too, just so it can play back and forth. I also did the same thing with the vocal loops. I just chopped it up and reversed them, and now they're playing all together and this sounds like one cohesive melody. Now the thing about the rest of it is I couldn't come up with the drums I actually liked, so I figured Wi-Fi'd it and just left it drumless except for that hi-hat loop. And that is really it for this whole beat. Tell me what you like about it. Tell me what you didn't like about it. Tell me what you would do different, and tell me what I can do to get better. Anything else, I'm out.